Welcome to Amberger Smackdown at todaysfinancialnews.com. I'm J. Christoph Amberger. As the campaign winds down, we're already getting a taste of what passes for reality among those most likely to succeed. If the Democrats win and have substantial majorities, the Congress of the United States will be more bipartisan, said Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi on October 27th. That makes complete sense, as long as you interpret bipartisan as meaning without effective opposition. In this new liberal, or old totalitarian sense of the word, a mugging thus may be regarded as the pinnacle of bipartisan decision-making. And if Obama's theories on constitutional law are turned into policy, that mugging may no longer be a matter for criminal law, but for social empathy. Suburban stay-at-home moms are still decorating their $40,000 import cars with hope in private school stickers. Oh, the humanity. But it's the promised change that I'm concerned about. In fact, I believe November 4th, 2008 will turn out to be the worst day for democracy since January 30th, 1933. Because not since the election of Adolf Hitler as German Chancellor has so much power been concentrated in the hands of a single party. It is not just the presidency that is at stake, but both houses of Congress look like shoo-ins for absolute liberal majorities, which for all practical matters means an end to the constitutional system of checks and balances. Among the first actions of the United Socialist Executive and Legislative will be the assimilation of the judicial branch. Congressional Democrats have blocked the appointments of a sufficient number of federal judges over the past years. After November 4th, there will be no parliamentary obstacles to a complete restocking of the judicial system with compliant judges. The lone holdout may be the Supreme Court. This in itself would be deeply troubling, even if there still were a free press left. But American mass media have preempted forced assimilation by sickening and voluntary obsequiousness. Lenin's proverbial useful idiots are already staffing the editorial offices and newsrooms of newspapers and television, and are eager to be restituted to former glory by their chosen government. As Joseph Goebbels wrote in his diary in 1933, radio and press are at our disposal, even money is not lacking this time. Sounds like an internal Obama campaign memo, doesn't it? By the end of 2009, what's left of the First Amendment may be controlled via reaffirmation of a government monopoly on airwaves and internet. To be allowed to voice dissenting opinion, the remaining independent individualists will be forced to adopt collectivist sidekicks under a new fairness doctrine. Thanks to social empathy as the new guiding light for the justice system, attempts to include divergent opinion in mainstream media through the courts are doomed to failure. The most serious shortcoming of the Bush administration's last years, and there were many, will be the injection of government into the economy. With government bureaucrats deeply entrenched in the boardrooms of key industries by virtue of recent bailouts and the underhanded unionization of workforces, there will be no more need to enforce redistributionist government policies in the courts. This New Deal, as some Democrats are already calling it, will have the same result as the original one. It will turn a painful recession into a long, drawn-out depression. In fact, a large electorate that is entirely dependent on government handouts is the best insurance for maintaining power. It is not at all in the best interest of the new administration to spur free market economic development. Accordingly, Obama will be able to parlay the hard economic times into a second term. The coming 8 years will be the most dangerous years for the foundations of American democracy since the Civil War. In view of massive programs aimed at the redistribution of wealth and the redefinition of civil liberties, this will require a complete recalibration of private investment strategies in the months ahead. Your future, your options, and your possibilities are at stake in this election. If we cannot change the outcome, we need to safeguard against the most dangerous times. At TFN, we'll be providing you with proven wealth building and wealth preservation strategies as long as we will be able to publish without government interference. Please make sure you're part of our network of information and sign up to our daily e-letter for vital updates. For todaysfinancialnews.com, I'm J. Christoph Amberger.